Hello, everyone. Welcome to the As Seen on TV podcast for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 1, Episode 4, I Spy. I'm your host, Dom, and with me I have my two co-hosts, Meta Knight.
Psych, it's Clio.
Yeah, Clio.
Yeah.
And Mike.
Hi.
How's it going, guys?
Good.
What have you guys been up to?
TV shows.
A lot of TV.
Yeah.
Lots of
I've actually been
television.
catching up on Supernatural, so.
Nice.
Oh, there you go.
Nice, excellent. So, what kind of stuff did you see for S.H.I.E.L.D. at Comic-Con? I know you were just there.
Actually, the actors who played Fitzsimmons were there. They were on the Marvel. They were at the Marvel booth doing a signing. I couldn't get anywhere near them, but they were there. So that was pretty cool. Oh, and they had Lola. They had Lola at the Marvel booth.
Nice.
Yeah, she was pretty.
So no AC?
AC?
Agent Coulson?
No, I don't. Well, I missed the Marvel panel. I missed the S.H.I.E.L.D. panel, so
Right.
he could have been there. I just didn't see him.
Yeah. No, I only said AC because that's what Sky happened to start calling Agent Coulson in this episode. So,
Yeah, that was cute.
yeah.
Yeah, would you prefer Phil?
Yeah.
I'd prefer Agent Coulson.
Yeah, so the episode started out with a bunch of guys in red masks walking towards the subway. They all split up, and I was like, what the hell is going on here? It seemed like something out of V for Vendetta or something. I didn't quite know. Like Anonymous, that hacker group. Like very similar to something they would do.
Oh, at first I thought maybe she's just crazy, or and that this is how she sees everybody's faces. Like, they're just masks, no features. And then I'm like, no, that's I'm an idiot. No, they're just all wearing masks.
Yeah.
Because I think what large group of people besides a flash mob wears masks on a subway like that?
I thought it was like a group of thieves, and they were stealing something. But
Yeah.
that wasn't true.
No, it was actually turned out that they were protecting a shipment of diamonds that they were trying to...
Which is the weirdest way to protect a shipment of diamonds.
Yeah, you're drawing more attention to yourself.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
there were 50-something of them, and only one briefcase actually had diamonds in them.
Right.
In
Yeah.
it.
And it just so happened that this lady comes in, she follows them, and she just happens to know the one that has the diamonds in them, rips the dude's hand off,
Yeah.
and walks off with the diamonds.
Ow.
What? What was your guys' reaction to that? I was just like, how did she just happen to know this? There's no way.
I automatically chalked it up to some power.
Yeah, that's what I automatically chalked it up to. At first, I thought she cut everybody's hand off, and then I realized that a lot of people still had their briefcases. I'm like, it's just that one guy. Like, I see now.
See, I also thought it was powers as well. I was kind of shocked to find out that it wasn't. It was just technology.
Cybernetic enhancements.
Yeah. She did a nice little device hidden behind her eyeball.
Mm-hmm.
In their eyeball.
Yeah.
It was the eyeball.
It itself was the eyeball, as we learned when Fitzsimmons was performing surgery. You saw, what was it, Simmons doing the initial part of
That
it.
was hilarious.
Yeah.
She's just like shaking with the needle.
Yeah.
It's like, here, I'll do it myself.
I got it.
That was my reaction was,
Yeah.
sharp objects near eyeballs. No like.
That's funny. That was everyone in the room's reaction. I was just like, oh, really? Tell me more.
Condescending walk-up right there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, Akela just grabs her arm, jams the needle into her own eyeball, and then you see Simmons is just like, after a few seconds of playing with the thing, she's like, Fitz, come over here. Come, this is your
Holding
specialty.
it by the stem, like, your
Yeah.
turn.
Your turn. There's wires. That fits out. He calls up Agent Ward and he's like, question, there's wires here. He's like, okay, is there, then he starts asking him questions about the wires, and then he looks and it's like,
He sees himself in the mirror.
which means that the
Yeah.
person looking through her eyes, now sees that it's not her.
Right.
Yeah.
And so he's like, cut the wire, cut them both, cut it all now,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
cut it, get it out, do it.
You have to think though, because we found out there was an operator behind this that was working it, and then wouldn't the operator realize something was up? Like, really, the way the person's
You would think
looking
so.
and like, I don't know, just like you would be
height?
able to tell. Yeah, the height, especially the height.
Also, he like beat up a dude. No way you wouldn't be able to see the hand. But
Right.
it's suspension of disbelief.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not like he was wearing gloves or anything.
Yeah. I guess so. So, Akela she stole the diamonds at the beginning, and then she put them into golf balls, and she was hiding them in like water dissolving golf balls or whatever. Who was that guy she was selling the diamonds to? Because he obviously had nothing to do with her eyeball thingy.
It must have been whatever fence that whoever was sending her messages told her to sell them to or something. Because she didn't choose one of the like fencers that were on the radar of S.H.I.E.L.D. So he wasn't one of them. I don't know. It's a good question.
And what did he give her in return for all those diamonds? Didn't he give her something and said, this would get you in?
He gave the key card.
Right.
And I
okay.
believe that was the key card that we saw later on that Agent Ward was using.
Yeah.
Right.
That is.
Yeah. So I don't know, the other thing that's kind of been bothering me with the series is you see Fitzsimmons. They're very intelligent people. They've created all this technology and they're able to do all this kind of stuff. But then when you come across something so basic as like a hacking signal that like some encrypted signal that's coming through, and they act like they don't know what it is at all. Like that should be in their area of not specialty, but they should at least understand what it is instead of Sky having
would
to explain
say
everything.
That Fitz should know since he's tech guy, but Simmons is she's bio. Like I would understand if she didn't know what it was. But you're right. Fitz should at least know what's going on in that area.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's just Sky gets a thing. She holds on to it for like 2 seconds, and she already knows how to hack it. It's I don't know. They're making her just seem like she could hack anything and everything, and I don't know if I necessarily like that. I'd like to see some kind of challenge come up where there's something she can't hack. So.
Yeah, I feel like they're setting up for that.
Yeah. Definitely needs to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I guess we have the very end. We find out Agent Coulson goes in, finds the handler after they go through this whole mission and all this stuff. The mission itself. What were they even going for in the mission? I don't even remember. They found something on the chalkboard. Was that the mission was to?
Yeah, that's who. Her and the guy who was controlling her.
So what do you think
that's what they wanted.
On the chalkboard?
Didn't Fitzsimmons say? Not that they explained what it was, but at least hinted to what it was.
They said it was an equation, something something he'd never really seen before. It could possibly be alien.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So
yeah, so whoever is behind the cybernetic eyes, wants some sort of alien tech, or has some sort of alien tech.
And they need this formula that scientists are studying or doing something with to unlock their alien tech.
Yeah.
So they would have to have some kind of basic understanding as to what this is written. So maybe it is another group of aliens that are actually after this tech, and they're using human pawns.
It could be.
More aliens.
Yay.
The other moment, just before that scene, actually, I started cracking up when you have Agent Ward. He's ready to do anything to get into the next room, and then the message comes up and says, "Seduce him."
Well, because
he's just stopped dead in his tracks.
Because I don't even think it was the fact that he had to seduce a man. I think it was the fact that he had to use social skills, which sort of aren't there.
It's very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, even Sky was like, yeah, go
bromance him.
Bromance, go talk sports with him. He tried it and totally bombed out. Struck out completely.
Yeah.
Ukrainian girls. Do you know what I mean?
Them Ukrainians. Yeah, totally Ukrainian girls. Oh, God.
It was such an awkward moment.
Very.
Yeah.
So he goes in, he gets the thing, he comes back out. Big brawl ensues. Now, he kept switching the toggle. He had the glasses on. They were able to replicate the feed and stuff they were going through. But he had the toggle button on his glasses. How did those glasses make him see through walls? Like, that was just part of it? It seemed really weird to me. Like, I can understand the feed might be able to do that, but for him to actually see that? I don't know.
Yes, like him actually, like they adapted a pair of glasses to perfectly mimic the cybernetic eye that was made of technology that Fitz thought was years down the road.
Yeah.
Like he's able to replicate it like that. I mean, yeah, like you said, I can understand the glasses mimicking what the eye is doing perfectly and giving the feed that illusion, but not transmitting it so Ward can see it through the glasses.
Yeah, because he was very clearly seeing through walls and stuff when he flicked them on and then started shooting targets through the wall.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
I'm going to be honest. I don't even think about that. I guess that scene was good enough that I didn't even give it a thought.
Yeah.
It's one of the, yeah, you know, I got to agree. During the scene, I didn't give it any thought whatsoever. But now that you mention it, I'm like, oh, yeah. Wow. Huh. But, I mean, yeah, the scene was going. It was action-packed, all that stuff. So you're not really focusing on the little bitty tiny details, and I'm guessing that's what they were going for.
Right. So, after that scene all plays out or whatever, we see Agent Coulson go in, and he's approaching to try to find the handler. He goes up to the handler. He flashes the S.H.I.E.L.D. badge.
The guy's like, uh-oh.
The guy's eye explodes immediately.
Yeah.
So we find out the handler was being handled.
Yeah.
Just very much like Saw. Very first Saw movie. You thought it was Zepp. The very last minute. Spins and you find out it's the guy on the ground the whole time. So, who do you think the handler actually is? It's nobody we met yet, but...
Yeah. Spoilers!
Spoiler, I don't know. It's probably whoever this evil... Because when we did the first episode, I think, we had this theory of an evil organization funding people because of that scorpion thingy.
Mm-hmm.
Was it no, it was a centipede. The centipede thingy giving that guy his superpowers. So it could be the same evil organization or organization just in general. And I mean, that's pretty smart. Like having, a handler handling the handler handling the handler. Like, it was probably, who knows, it was probably multiple levels of handlers handling each other.
Yeah, who knows how long that chain goes.
Yeah, it could be 5 people long, for all we know.
Handler Inception.
Exactly.
So
they need to go deeper.
We've gone 2 levels now, so now we need to go to the snow level.
We have to go deeper.
The snow level. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
Actually, thinking about this cybernetic eye and how it's really advanced sort of made me think about how we were talking about in like the first episode how Coulson could end up being Vision.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's similar tech to if we get the Vision in whatever form he might be, this eye might be similar to...
Yeah, very very possible.
Just a crazy unconnected thought.
Yeah, it'd be funny, in the next few episodes if they start introducing other tech that would, be some power or ability that the Vision would have. Yeah. They're just giving you him piece by piece, and then it's just going to be like, All right, yeah.
There you go.
Turn Coulson into a cyborg already. Let's just do it.
Just-
Get it over with. Done.
Yeah.
Yep.
Please.
So, another thing that happened this episode that kind of irritated me a little, and this is something we discussed last week, was mentioning Coulson's death again. We're
When
through,
did
we
I
go
missed
through this whole thing, and I'm like, yes, we're not gonna hear it. We're not gonna hear it. Like, see, and the weird part was because we kept seeing. Before I go into this, we keep seeing Agent May. Melinda May, is that? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We see her, and she's not in the field. After specifically last episode stated she wanted to be in the field. So before anything was said from her, and like Coulson's still out and he's in the field doing stuff and she's sitting in control, I'm thinking to myself, did these episodes air out of order? Like the whole time I'm thinking the episode completely aired out of order. And then toward the end, Ward actually addressed it, or Coulson actually addressed it to Melinda and said, I forget how he put it now. Something about knowing that she wanted to be in the field, but I think it had something to do with how this agent, he knew her or something like that and didn't want to compromise it. And then all of a sudden, Melinda May goes into the hotel room and tries to kill her. So
Yeah.
that seemed a little weird to me. Like she wanted to jump right into action. Like she was too excited to get back in, or I don't know if there was some previous history with her and Akella, or
No, I don't
wasn't
think
very
there
clear
was.
to me.
Because
Sure.
when she sees May standing there, she's like, did Coulson send you or something like that? Like she knew she was a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, but I don't think she recognized her.
Yeah, that's true.
So there's that.
So why do you think May was just so quick to want to terminate her?
So as a threat, rogue agent,
Yeah.
things like that.
Because May knew what the protocol would have been for what S.H.I.E.L.D. would have told them to do. But Coulson didn't want to lose someone he trained, like a friend,
Right.
So yeah,
So
he
Coulson
was
was doing this off the books.
right.
But May knew what actually had to be done. We'll put that in quotes, or what S.H.I.E.L.D. would have told them to do.
Right.
Yeah, so maybe she just went to do that.
Or maybe she, again, knows something we don't.
Possibly.
Yeah, it's definitely
Because
possible.
I do feel there's a lot of information that they're purposefully keeping from us, the writers. So
Yeah,
guess we'll find out in this now 22 episode season.
yeah, just actually got extended to a full season now instead of a half season, so that'll be interesting. But
Yeah.
so getting back to what I was saying, the one thing that's been irritating me is them mentioning Coulson's death. So, Akella actually goes to May at the end of the episode and says something is worryingly different about Coulson. What is it? And they just kind of didn't really give a straight answer.
Yeah.
Didn't she ask, like, what did they do to him? And, May looks at her and goes, what do you mean?
Yeah. She just...
So-
Which is weird, because it makes it seem like May doesn't know. But previous episodes, it seems like she does know. So I don't actually know what May knows and what she doesn't know.
I took it as more of... she was more shocked. Like, what do you mean? Like, that somebody not knowing anything about what had happened to him is able to pick up that there's something completely different with him.
Okay.
So...
I don't know.
Yeah. There's information we don't have.
Definitely is. I hope they tie most of this up this season. Like,
Better.
if they carry Coulson's
Yeah.
mysterious
I mean, with the
death,
extension of episodes.
yeah, if they carry Coulson's mysterious death all the way through and then don't explain it until the next Avengers movie, I'm gonna be very, very upset.
So will a lot
Well,
of people.
no, I mean, that's going to be it. We're either going to learn about it this season or in Avengers. So it depends on whether they're saving that plot point for Avengers or
But Avengers
not.
isn't dropping until 2015.
15,
So,
really?
yeah.
Oh, shit.
So we would probably get through 2 seasons of this show before Avengers.
A season and a half at least, yeah.
Yeah, before Avengers even dropped at all.
Right.
So,
Good point.
Wait, they got to make that a mid-season thing for a... Because, it was originally going to be a half season, so they probably had it slated for, the end of that half season or, like, towards the end of it. So then it's a full season. They better not drag it out, goddammit. They better do it mid-season finale like Coulson's a cyborg. And then they pan to everybody's shocked faces like Fitz, Simmons, Sky, May. Fitz, Simmons, Sky, Ward, May. Just all serious stuff. So, yeah, they gotta do it. And supervillain. I want a supervillain.
Well, we're getting, what's his name?
Getting Graviton. I'm happy about that.
Graviton.
We don't know when we're getting Graviton. That might be something that they're not even setting up for the TV series. That might be something they're setting up for one of the movies. We don't even know.
Yeah, well, we know that the Avengers movie is going to be Ultron, so
right.
I don't think they're going to throw 2 major villains at you. They might. Why not?
Well, it's definitely going to be something with Thanos because they've set that up. So,
but
it'll be Thanos and
I think they're going to keep. I think they're going to keep Thanos as, like, he's there in the background. His presence is there. But I don't think they're going to make him fully known to the Avengers until the end of that movie. And then, then the third Avengers movie will be dealing with Thanos.
Because that is maybe not Thanos, but maybe the army of, what are their names? The aliens.
The Chitauri?
Chitauri, yeah. Maybe they make Ultron to fight them. That's what I assumed, that they would make Ultron to fight Thanos.
Well, Ultron was created by a human, if I remember correctly.
No, yeah.
But they said they're going away from the
Hank.
Traditional. Sorry.
Oh, no, it's like Hank Pym.
Hank, yeah. I thought you said hey. I was like, woo.
No, I said Hank.
No, Hank, it was Hank Pym, but they said they were going away from that and doing their own spin. Yeah, they said they were going to take elements, but it was going to be a completely separate and new origin for Ultron.
Okay.
So maybe, who knows? Maybe Thanos. Maybe it's going to be an Alter Destroyer armor. Who knows?
I wanted some Ant-Man in Avengers. That's what I wanted. Anyway,
so
we're totally off topic.
To get even further off topic, maybe the only way to defeat him is to call on the power of the dinosaurs and get Dragonzord and what is it?
Ultrasaurus, was it?
Ultra? What? I don't even remember.
Which one was the Brontosaurus? Somebody help me here. What was the Brontosaurus in Power Rangers?
God. Power Rangers?
I don't remember the big white one's name.
I have
that's
the
so
internet.
far in the recess of my memories. I can't find it.
Anyway, regardless, to make the Ultra Megazord, you put the Dragonzord over the Megazord, and then they jump into the white one, and boom. I think it was Ultrazord.
Thanos is defeated. There you go.
I think it was just Ultrazord. I think that's a good. I think his name was just Ultrazord.
I don't know, and you got me doing this middle of the.
You're welcome. So, did you guys happen to catch the after credit scene?
Maybe. What was it?
Maybe. You have Fitz sitting across from Agent Ward playing a game of poker.
Yeah. That was funny.
What'd you think of that scene?
They're definitely putting more evidence into the fact that they're between Ward and Sky.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Which I don't know how I feel because I don't know. It's obvious. It's too obvious. It's too obvious for Whedon, and it makes me I don't know, scream in my head a little bit.
Well, there's going to be some big time drama with Sky next episode because the preview shows it's like I forget how the announcer says, and one of the agents will be branded as a traitor. And then it shows Sky getting the handcuffs slapped on her and Coulson saying, You've been lying to us since you came on board. I'm done with you. And then it just shows her all about to cry and sad, and it's like, phew, next week.
Yeah. She's, because she's still hiding something.
Yeah.
She's still in touch with her, whatever that organization's name is, friends from...
Yeah, the Rising Tide.
She's still in touch with her Rising Tide hacker friends.
So, this is going to be happening alongside of a guy who is very reminiscent of Pyro from X-Men. Except, unlike Pyro, it seems like he can create fire out of thin air.
Yeah.
Fire. Pyromancer.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's an obvious choice for Whedon. And maybe he's going with the obvious choice because no one expects him to go the obvious choice.
Maybe.
Yeah, he never usually goes obvious, so that would be the brain twister.
You hurt yourself with that one, didn't you?
Because him always going with the non-obvious choice is now the obvious choice, so he has to go with the obvious choice to make it non-obvious. And
Stop.
Error.
Inception. Again.
More like a paradox.
Choices within choices.
Choices within dreams woven into fabrics of reality and timelines and temporal mechanics and wibbly wobbly.
Okay, you got really into that one.
Yeah.
I should have. I shouldn't have. I don't know.
So the next episode we have is the girl in the flower dress. And as you stated, a secret will be revealed that Skye has that's going to jeopardize her relationship with the entire team. And there's also something Agent Coulson's going off to Asia to rescue a kid from some dangerous villain or power or something entity down there. So we very well may see an actual supervillain this time.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I would like it. Or at least a villain
but
who's just not a smart guy.
But I feel like the non-super stuff is what makes S.H.I.E.L.D. what it is. So it's coming from... that's their tagline, right? Not all heroes have to be super.
Yeah.
So I do think that's a focus of the show, is that the not power are taking the front stage. So I don't have a doubt that we're going to run into a super villain, but we won't get a lot of it.
Yeah,
they definitely. The show.
They need some kind of, even if it's not a super villain with powers, they need some big bad guy. But whether it's an organization or something, they need to give it a face, something that we can physically latch onto, or emotionally at least latch onto.
Be like them, the bad guy.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like whatever organization was controlling the former S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, Aquila,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that we're going to get more. But I feel like that's going to be a slightly slower reveal of whatever they are.
Probably. It's but yeah, there's always been a big overarching, like in Buffy there was always a villain. In Angel there was always a villain. In Firefly there was a villain. It was the Alliance or some underhanded criminal. So who's the villain in this one? We don't have one.
I don't know yet.
But I'm going
only 4 episodes in.
The setup for this is very reminiscent to me of the series Fringe, where we didn't really know what was going on in season 1. We're kind of lost, and because I don't want to give any spoilers out for people who may have not started that series yet, but it was like something where you didn't quite know, and then at the end of the first season, it just all came together, and you were like, wow, I didn't see that coming at all.
Mm-hmm.
So, you guys have any final thoughts on this episode?
I do not. Nothing that's come to mind.
I'm too anxious for character development. It's not coming fast enough.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you completely. More character development needed now.
Yeah,
I don't care which character. Give me a little more of Ward. Give me some more of May. Give me Fitzsimmons. I mean, they're gonna go together. There's gonna be no character development of Fitz without Simmons. So, give me that. Give me
Or
something.
if one goes first, then other will surely follow.
Hell, give me more Phil. That's
Yeah. Well, I mean, Phil can't doubt what happened to him.
right. Well, I don't know.
They gotta send him
Yeah.
on some life journey or whatever and figure out what's going on. We need to know. We need
Send
to
him
know.
to
We
Fiji.
need to know
It's a
now.
magical place.
Not Tahiti. Send them to Fiji this time.
It's a matter, dumb.
Fiji. Jamaica.
Even you have to do it to me now too.
Me?
Yeah.
Of course.
I missed something. Did she make a train comment?
No.
Oh.
I
No.
made a Coulson died comment.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm totally... Woo! Coulson. So, by the way, Dom, Coulson died.
Really?
Yes.
Subtle.
Very subtle. Yeah, I like to work with the subtlety of a wrecking ball. Yeah, just sneak
Come
on
on,
in
where's
there.
the sound bite? Come on.
Sneak on in there like a freight train.
Where's the sound bite?
He's not doing it.
No,
He
no,
hates us.
not in the
I
mood.
hate you.
He hates us.
I ruined
Mission
everything. I'm sorry.
accomplished.
Yeah.
We can't stop. We won't stop.
No, you're gonna stop.
Yeah. So where can the people find you, Clio?
You can find me on Twitter and most social Clio, and you can find me on YouTube.
You kind of cut out a little there. You froze for a second.
Oh.
So you want to repeat that?
Yes, Cliomoto, CLIOMOTO, and you can find me on YouTube at youtube.com/LIOSMFVIDS.
Carry the 3.
Yes, cubed.
Mike,
Oh.
where can the people find you?
On a much easier to spell Twitter account, Philladren, THILLADREN.
Cliomoto
Okay, it's not
too,
that.
spelled on that.
It's not easier to spell that.
Okay, we got a couple clusterfucky episodes today.
And you can find us on YouTube, youtube.com/ASOTV podcast for some of your favorite TV shows. And until next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Catch you guys later.